We're back in the studio, and with me now is Kimberly Nelson. Hello, Kimberly.
Good morning.
You all know her because she's the philanthropy director and she's all over campus all the time. And then we have a new face to introduce to you. Well, not just a face, a person. Hello, Jackie.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jacquelyn Weir is the new philanthropy coordinator. And I'm sure you want to talk about that.
I do. We have so many things going on right now in philanthropy, but the first and most important thing is to welcome Miss Jackie to the philanthropy team because
welcome.
We are a
Thank
small
you so
but
much.
mighty team.
Yes.
And we're super excited that she's joined us. And I asked her to come on TV today just so she could like introduce herself and tell the residents a little bit about her so that when you see her in the office or you come by, you can just feel more comfortable saying hello.
Well, sure, and philanthropy lives off the interaction with the residents.
Of course.
So they should know you, and
Yeah.
here you are.
Yes,
So
here
I'll
I am.
let you tell us a little bit about you, Miss Jackie.
Wonderful. Well, I'm Jackie, as we've kind of already established. I'm a recent graduate from Christopher Newport University. I majored in political science and public administration, and I double minored in history and psychology.
My goodness, overachiever. Huh?
Yeah, I was,
right
super busy in school. Yes, I loved it. I loved being involved. I loved the community aspect of Christopher Newport. That was by far my favorite thing. So it's really nice to come into a community where everything is very community based. So it feels like a giant college, honestly. It's really great, and I've loved the interactions I've had so far. And I think that's been one of the best parts about philanthropy is that you have to interact with the residents and get to know everybody here. So it's just been great. I've worked a couple jobs where I've worked with the database that we're currently working with, and I was also in a sorority, Alpha Phi, in college that I did all of their fundraising. I was actually vice president of that for a year, so I
think
did
you
a
have
lot
to
of work
learn
there.
to slow down.
Honestly, maybe a little bit.
We would like for you to talk a little slower because then it's easier to hear. I'm speaking as an old person.
She's super excited
to
be
great.
here.
There's
great.
so much going
energy
on.
That's right.
is just
oh, and you
have to
came
keep
at
the
the right
energy up.
time, right? Aren't you getting ready for gala?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
It's been quite an adjustment coming in with the gala and the scholars as well. Working with the kids has been quite an adjustment too, to say the least. So I have my plate full, but
So I think residents probably don't realize, because we think of our scholarship campaign really at that May-June graduation time.
Yeah.
But really every fall our office is inundated with all of the students for over the last 4 years turning in their schedules, getting their scholarship process for the fall semester.
Right.
So we really interact with the students very strongly twice a year, and it just happens to also hit at the time with the Benevolent Care Fund Gala. So it is a really busy time, and I'm just so thankful that she jumped in with both feet and just sort of helped keep me on track.
Well, as you learn, you'll get better at that.
Yeah, it's just a lot. And so one of the things, Jackie also has a little side, there's a little side thing she's doing, which I just thought was interesting. Maybe you want to share.
She wanted me to talk about this too, but I'm currently taking classes to become a certified makeup artist. So I'll be taking clients on the side and making a little bit of extra money doing something I love outside of work. So it's just, it's new. It's something new I'm taking on, but that's been a journey in itself too. So lots of
changes. You get certified for that?
Yeah, so you can take classes online that you pay for, obviously, but you take classes online and you get certifications that they'll email you at the end of each course that you finish as one way of putting it.
Before you know it, the theater group will recruit you as a volunteer.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
Well, they need people who are knowledgeable and excited about it. That's
right, exactly.
Are you a local to this area, or where do you come from originally?
So
Jackie?
I was born in Washington, D.C. and raised in Springfield. So I've lived around here for 18, going on 19 years now. So
And which high school did you go to?
I went to West Springfield High School.
Oh, okay.
Right,
Very
so
close.
just 10 minutes up the
Yeah,
road from
yeah.
here. Yep. I live right off Fairfax County Park.
But you did not, you were not a server here at Green Spring while you were.
Nope, this is brand new for me.
Okay.
I do have family ties though. My mom, Marcia Weir, works in finance. So I know a lot of people know Marcia. So
Yes,
it's nice to have that connection to some. So yeah, she's great. But
Yeah. So we're
Wow.
yeah.
Well, welcome again. I'm
Isn't
glad you have somebody with so much dynamite.
Yes, we're
thank you so
super
much.
excited.
Yes, I'm excited.
And
yes.
so I would just
Good.
though ask residents, because Jackie is new, you know, she is also learning the system and the right answers to all the questions.
I'm sure you have more than one.
So if she doesn't know your answer right away, or if she needs to do some follow-up, just please be patient. It's all part of her learning time and getting her more familiar with sort of how things operate here at Green
Well,
Spring.
how long have you been here now?
This is my 4th week.
Yeah,
So
nothing.
learning
Yeah.
new things every day.
I bet. Yeah.
And I will be for a long time.
You know, with Philanthropy, because of all of our different campaigns, it really takes a full year to go through the full cycle of events
Yeah.
to just sort of get your feet wet and just sort of start to feel like, okay, I understand everything now going on. So
Yeah.
we're super excited for her to be here.
Yes.
And we are excited and hopeful she has a long career with Green Spring. And we just hope she'll stay a long time.
Yeah,
Fingers
of course.
crossed. Me too.
Fingers crossed. Yeah.
And so it's a good thing that you keep learning and keep coming across new things.
Right.
Because that's
Right.
one thing that keeps people who are interested in growing and learning. You know.
Yeah. But I also want to talk about a couple quick things we have coming
Absolutely.
on the calendar. So this Thursday, we have one of our educational series. It's the Estate Planning Town Hall Question and Answer with John Ritzert, who's a local attorney.
Uh-huh.
And it's free. It's at 2:30 on this Thursday in the Village Square Craft Room.
Okay.
And so if you would like to just RSVP, call our office. It's just really so we know how many seats and how many cookies to have, which is always important. You have
That's
to
how
have
you get 'em.
you have to have a cookie when you're hearing a program. And
Has he been here before?
he has been here before, and it's really quite nice. He'll do usually about a 15-minute little overview, and then he really opens the floor to questions. So if you have a question, if you're new to the area, if you're not sure if I should have my will or my trust document updated or changed, or some other question, he can give you sort of general guidance so that you can then take that back to your attorney or whoever you locally use to just follow up. So that's
So they're
really
probably
nice.
more general in nature, the questions you will ask, not very personal things. in a
Usually
group.
it's more general.
Yeah.
It's not too personal, because most residents don't want to share
That's right.
too much. But, you know, should I have an executor that lives in Japan, or should I have the executor who lives in Virginia? You know, and sometimes residents feel like, well, I want the one in Japan because that's the oldest, but really for other reasons the one in Virginia is easier. So it's a conversation you might want to have, and he can sort of discuss why it's easier to have someone local and what that might mean, and you can and you can then evaluate. So it just is always good conversation. And then next Thursday, which is September 19th, Fairfax Memorial Funeral Home and Park has been to Green Spring on Braddock. They've been to Green Spring to do some presentations. And at our last presentation, those who came said, we'd really like to do a tour of the cemetery park and see the funeral home. So they have agreed to, you know, we're going to take a Green Spring bus.
Huh.
They're going to hop on the bus, and we will tour through the different sections of the cemetery park. And then we'll go into the funeral home just to sort of see the spaces.
Yeah.
And they're going to have lunch for us and just visit. And then we'll hop on the bus and come back.
And
So-
I'm sure you have to sign up for that.
And you do need to
because of
sign
the
up
bus and all
because
that.
of the bus. So please call and sign up.
And
but
I don't know that you've given the times. When do I have to be where next
so
Thursday?
we will do pickups at 10 o'clock, and we'll just go to all the clubhouses. Because we'll have a list of who to look for.
Yeah.
And we should be at Fairfax Memorial around 10:30.
Yeah.
And we put that we would be back by 2:30, but I think we'll be back before that. It just depends on the questions that residents may have during the program. So we've reserved the bus and the time for that sort of 4-hour block of time, but I suspect we may be back closer to 1.
And that bus, will that be one of those that can take wheelchairs?
We do not have the wheelchair bus for this. So we can take walkers, but we cannot take EMVs.
Okay.
So please sign up if you're interested, and it's just we're just really happy they offered to do that for us.
Do you want to say your phone number, Jackie, real quick? We didn't do that earlier. Because when people when they hear sign up, they probably call you, right?
They will call.
So it
typically call me. So
604
3142.
3142.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, of course, finally, the big news is, of course, the gala.
Da, 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 da.
Dun, 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 dun. So residents, you may start seeing residents who are walking around with this red ribbon, you know, on their name tag. And so this, it says, I care, neighbors helping neighbors. Because the Benevolent Care Fund is really about neighbors helping neighbors. We're helping each other continue to live at Green Spring, and we're such a community. So if you see a red ribbon, it means a resident gave to the fund and chose to wear the ribbon, because residents give and decide not to wear the ribbon. That's fine too. But we are in the middle of our campaign to raise money for the Benevolent Care Fund. And then we, of course, also have a gala coming up on September 27th. So residents can choose to make a donation and not come to the gala, or they can choose to purchase a ticket and come to the gala. And so if you're interested in the gala, the tickets are $250 per person. $75 is not tax deductible.
That's your food.
Because that's your food and entertainment. And we're real excited. The theme is New York, New York. We're getting really close to being full. We will have the Rat Pack there. So who knew Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, and Sammy Davis Jr. are coming. And I'm told Marilyn Monroe may also be there.
My goodness.
So we are going to have a superstar of entertainment and fun. And of course we will have our photographer there and our caricature artists, and as dining always does, good food and drinks.
That's right, yes.
But the most important is it's a celebration of the Benevolent Care Fund.
Yeah, and it's a celebration of ourselves and each other.
Exactly, so true. So give what you can, come if you'd like. If you have questions, call Jackie. It'll help get her more and more familiar with the program. And if she doesn't know the answer, she'll ask me and we'll work it out together.
Sure.
But we're super excited for a great month and hope to see lots of residents at the estate planning, the bus tour, and the gala.
Couldn't have said it any better myself, Kimberly.
Thank you. And to say hi to Jackie.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
And we wrap it all up in 15 minutes.
Just like that, in a pretty bow.
Yes.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for being here. And good to have you on the show, Jackie.
Yes, thank you
Welcome
for having
again. And you all go and visit her. Say hi and welcome to Jackie.